Hello, my name is Dermot Devlin. I have a rare disease called mucopolysaccharide Morgell's disease. Don't worry about spelling it, I can't spell it either. I think attitudes in society have changed dramatically over the last 5 or 6 years, not just with regards to people with disabilities, but other sections in the community, whether it's sort of race or gender equality or sexuality, whatever it may be. And having a disability, attitude has changed on that wave too. Whenever I was younger, I would sort of, in my own wee village in Greencastle where I grew up, I was always one of the lads, and that was no problem. But if I went beyond that, people were staring at me, and people were sort of coming up to me. The people that did come up to me, I was always an inspiration, or I was always a good wee lad. And I've even had people say to my friends and cousins that were out to me that, not even addressing me, but addressing them, going, "You're well good taking this lad out." And on one occasion, one guy even said to my friend, "Can he talk?" And I'm not saying that I'm special, but I'm very overly smart and anything like that, but I'm a smart enough lad, so I can talk. And if you want to know if I can talk, why not ask me? But now things are changing, and people now, and anywhere I go now, accept me for who I am. Now there are some stigmas, except I could say in the dating world people might take a second look or just be a bit apprehensive, and then maybe when you go to employment you might need sort of maybe extra help with the interview, just to say, that because of a certain task I can't do at work, so there has to be sort of allowances made for that. But overall things have improved. That like when I first started going out at the weekends, that God must be in the mid-90s, late 90s, one girl actually approached me in a nightclub and told me to go home because young people were out to enjoy themselves, and then I came in and just made the whole thing awkward. And I'm like, I'm big enough to put my hand up now and said that upset me, and I went home and cried. And it actually was something that had away with me for years, but I managed to put that baggage down a few years ago. But I've never had anything said like that since. So just to show you, that's what it would have been said 20 years ago, and people would have accepted that. 20 years later, today, if somebody had said that to me now, I wouldn't be the one that would believe, would have to leave. People would have been asking that girl to leave. So if somebody does say something personally to me, or was it somebody else with a disability, other people will then support me, rather than just going, "Well, he is making me feel uncomfortable." Well, one of the things that I find out to look up is that, as I said earlier, that they're quite resistant sometimes when it comes, because of the legislation, that it's quite vague, they'll do the bare minimum. But I say to them, do you realise in Northern Ireland itself, 19.5% of the population have a disability? They don't realise that. In fact, a lot of people with disabilities don't even realise it's that high. So I say to a business, just imagine that. Now, when you're doing up a business plan, would you put a big red mark to 20% of the business? No, you wouldn't. So why should you do it to the disability community? Because that's basically what you're doing. You're wiping 20% of your business away. So whenever you say to them, this is the way you should do it, maybe not for us, although I like to think they will do it for us, but if you turn around and say to them, you're losing 20% of your business by not accepting us in, they'll certainly make changes. So I'd try and work with businesses that way. I'd also tighten up the legislation with the Disability Discrimination Act. I try and make it more, take away the vagueness of it. So if you have a voice, get out there, tell people what needs to be done, because in the majority of cases, businesses do want to know. Tell them, and don't be shy about telling them. And if they're not happy, tell others. And as I say, 20% of people in the population have a disability, so you're not alone. And in Ireland, 1 out of 9 people have a rare disease, so you're not that rare either. So just be brave and work towards an accessible Ireland.